Does Eric Digger Maines from Moonshiners have a wife? Digger and Mark from Discovery's Moonshiners run their own legitimate distilling company called Sugarlands. Their work life appears to be flourishing in 2021, but what about the cast's love lives? Let's find out more about Eric Maines, aka Digger. Does he have a wife? As per IMDb. Eric has featured in 114 episodes to date alongside his co-star Mark Ramsey. He's around 57 years old, judging by a previous Instagram post on his 55th birthday. He reportedly hails from Newport, Tennessee in the USA. Yes. By the looks of Instagram, Digger does have a wife. For many years, people have wondered about Digger's private life, but he's kept it under wraps. However, as of 2019, Digger took to Instagram and has shared with the world that he has a partner. It's not totally confirmed that the woman in multiple photos with Digger is his wife, but given that his best friend, Mark, is reportedly married, we'd assume that the blonde lady posing with Digger on Instagram is his wife. After some searching on the Mark and Digger Facebook page, it appears that Digger's wife is Allison Maines. She read an Easter service on Facebook and also looks to be a business owner herself. She owns the Fruit Jar Alley stores in Newport, Johnson City, and Knoxville, Tennessee. It has previously been reported that Moonshiners' Mark Ramsey is married. He's also pictured on the Mark and Digger IG page with his wife, so we can assume that both men are taken. Follow Mark and Digger on Instagram at Mark and Digger, where they have around 4 followers. Watch Moonshiners on Discovery, EVRY at 9 p.m. Rick Digger Maines, a popular cast member from the reality TV show Moonshiners, has captivated viewers with his rugged demeanor, unique skills in the art of moonshining, and his down-to-earth persona. As a longtime fixture on the show, many fans are curious about his personal life, especially his romantic relationships and whether or not he has a wife. The question, does Eric Digger Maines from Moonshiners have a wife, is one that has intrigued audiences since he first appeared on the show. While the television series primarily focuses on the moonshining operations of its participants, it's not uncommon for viewers to feel an attachment to the personalities of the people behind the moonshine. As a result, Digger's personal life has become a point of interest for fans of the show. While Moonshiners gives an inside look at the life of individuals who make illicit alcohol in the Appalachian backwoods, it doesn't delve too much into the private lives of its stars. The show focuses more on their work in distillation, relationships with other moonshiners, and the challenges they face while operating outside the law. Nonetheless, some basic details about Digger's personal life have surfaced over time, especially as social media and interviews have allowed fans a peek into his world outside of the show. Digger's personal life. An overview of the latest seasons of Moonshiners, Digger has remained relatively private about his personal relationships, particularly when it comes to the subject of a wife. While there are many public details about his career and his involvement in the moonshining business, he has not been open about any spouse or significant other in a way that the show has documented in great detail. However, there have been occasional hints and offhand comments from Digger himself that give fans a glimpse into his personal life, but none of these comments have firmly confirmed that he has a wife in the traditional sense. Instead, he has often focused on his work with his fellow moonshiner, Tim Smith, and their joint efforts to run their business. Digger's relationship status. Speculation and public appearances. When it comes to Digger's romantic life, there has been some speculation over the years. Some fans have suggested that he may have a wife or partner who prefers to stay out of the public eye, while others have noted that he could be a bachelor, focused on his work and his family. Digger, known for his charm and quick wit, doesn't often speak about his romantic life in public interviews or on the show itself, leaving much to the imagination of his followers. It's important to note that even though Digga doesn't openly talk about a wife or partner, this doesn't necessarily mean he is not in a relationship. It's possible that he is someone who values his privacy and simply chooses not to share such details on a public platform like Moonshiners. The importance of privacy for Digga Diva's reserved nature may stem from a desire to protect his personal life from the limelight, which is understandable for many reality TV stars. Being part of a reality show can sometimes blur the lines between personal and professional life, and for many celebrities, maintaining privacy is essential. Diva seems to fit this mold,
out of
as he doesn't his family life or relationships. In fact, it is not unusual for many reality TV stars to keep such personal matters away from the cameras. Diva's focus appears to be more on his moonshining business, his friendship with Tim Smith, and his craft rather than making his private relationships a focal point of the show. While the lack of confirmation regarding a wife might seem like a mystery to viewers, it's quite likely that Diva simply wants to keep his romantic life separate from his professional persona. There is nothing unusual about choosing not to share every aspect of one's life with the public, particularly when it comes to matters of the heart. Diva's friendship with Tim Smithone of the key relationships viewers do see on Moonshiners is Digga's strong bond with Tim Smith, another well-known moonshiner on the show. The two share a deep, long-standing friendship and often work together to create new moonshine recipes or solve challenges related to the business. Their camaraderie and teamwork have been an integral part of the show's success, with both characters offering a balance of humor, seriousness, and expertise. While the dynamic between Digga and Tim is front and center on the show, it's important to remember that friendships and partnerships like theirs can sometimes overshadow romantic relationships. Fans may see their friendship as the main focus of the show, especially since the two are often portrayed as hardworking, dedicated individuals who share similar goals and interests. However, this doesn't rule out the possibility that Digga may have a romantic partner behind the scenes. Diva's social media has become a key tool for celebrities to connect with their fans and offer glimpses into their personal lives. Digga, like many reality stars, has a presence on social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook. However, his posts are generally focused on his work, his involvement in the moonshining industry, and his passion for crafting high-quality spirits. From what's visible on his public profiles, there is little evidence to suggest that Digga is married or involved in a serious public relationship. That said, it's possible that Digga simply chooses not to share such personal details on his social media pages. Many public figures are mindful of what they post and how it may impact their image, preferring to keep certain aspects of their life private. This could certainly be the case with Diva's romantic life. Diva's family life. While Digga has not publicly discussed having a wife, he has occasionally referred to his family. For instance, there have been times when Digga has mentioned his children or his upbringing in interviews or conversations on the show. His close relationship with his family and his deep ties to his roots in the Appalachian Mountains are key aspects of his character on Moonshiners. It's not uncommon for someone to keep their romantic relationships separate from their family life, so it's possible that Digga could be married or in a relationship without putting that part of his life on display for the cameras. His commitment to his work and his family suggests that, if he does have a wife, she might be someone who values privacy and prefers not to be in the public eye. The appeal of Diva's appeal on Moonshiners goes beyond his potential romantic relationships. Fans are drawn to his authenticity, his skill as a moonshiner, and his overall personality. Whether or not he has a wife is secondary to the fact that he is one of the show's most likable characters. His down-to-earth nature, along with his knowledge of the moonshining craft, has made him a fan favorite. Digga's ability to connect with his audience lies in his genuine approach to his work and life. While the show may provide some entertainment value through its portrayal of moonshine production and the trials and tribulations of life in the Appalachian Mountains, it's Digga's charm, wit, and friendly demeanor that have captured the hearts of viewers. Conclusion: does Digga have a wife? To answer the question directly, as of now, there is no confirmed information that Eric Digga Maines from Moonshiners is married or has a wife. While speculation exists, especially due to the private nature of his personal life, Digga has not publicly discussed a spouse or significant other. His focus on his moonshining career and family, coupled with his desire to maintain privacy, means that fans may never know the full details of his romantic relationships unless he chooses to share them in the future. Ultimately, Digga's lack of openness about his wife, or lack thereof, is a personal choice. His appeal remains strong due to his authenticity and connection with his fans, and whether he is married or not doesn't change the way viewers see him on the show. Fans will continue to appreciate him for the moonshiner and person that he is, regardless of his relationship.